Welcome in, my beautiful Taurians. I hope this message finds you well. I'm doing well, thank you. This message is for sun, moon, or rising placements in the sign of Taurus. So if you have those placements, this message may be for you. Keep in mind, this is a general reading, not a one-on-one reading. So not all the messages may resonate. Keep what does and leave what doesn't for someone else. If you're interested in doing a deep dive as to what's going on with you and your life, I do provide private readings. My information is in the description box below, or you can go to donwilliamstarot.com to find me. Okay, so today's reading is for this next coming week. So this is actually starting today. I'm recording this on August the 11th, and this goes through August the 17th. However, if you happen to watch this video at a later time, it's fine because it is meant for you whenever you happen to come upon it. Okay, whatever the messages are meant for you then. So I'm going to be pulling a Kachina knife for you today. And as I do that portion of my work, I will be taking myself off camera so we can focus on the cards themselves. At the end, I will put myself back on camera and I plan to pull 5 additional cards from the tea leaf oracle deck for you. Now, those messages are typically messages on top of whatever has already been shared with you. A lot of times those messages comes directly from spirit, additional information spirit wants you to be aware of. So actually, it's important to pay attention to those messages as well. Okay. So without any further ado, I'm just going to go ahead. You saw that I have been shuffling while I have been here. So let's go ahead and get started. If you're brand new to my channel, I would absolutely love it if you would subscribe and put on that notification bell. And for the rest of you who are just watching, just give me a thumbs up. That's all I need. Thank you so much. Okay, so I'm going to lay out your cards, Taurus. We start off with strength. Ooh, the lovers. Ace of Swords, 2 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords, King of Cups. Oh, I love her. Okay, so if you're looking at the cards, do see the sun is shining on us, right? We do have these 2 bright yellow cards here. The gold cards of tarot do represent really positive energies coming towards us. So I'm going to go ahead and take myself off camera, and then I'm going to explain to you what all the cards in their positions mean. So to start off our reading, we start out as the strength card. Now, the strength card for me, because I'm a Taurus also, by the way, the strength card for me is a beautiful card. For me, when I sat in, when I was first learning how to do first learning how to read cards, I would sit with each of the, especially the major arcanas, and I would just sit with them and see what my own inner guidance was telling me about each of the cards. This card right here for me does have that infinity sign up and top, right? This is kind of her crowning energy, right? This infinity looping energy. And for me, that is just really saying that she's really being guided from the divine and she's really balancing her masculine and feminine energy, even though she's a female, right? Now, the thing about her is she has befriended this lion and this lion trusts her. She's putting her hands in that lion's mouth. Now, who would do that? If you can see, he does have his tail between his legs. So that means he has submitted to her and he is allowing her to do this to him because he trusts her. And what that means to me is that with this strength card, this is talking about your own quiet strength and your own graceful leadership, Taurus. It has taken you a lifetime, and it's probably taken you multiple lifetimes to get to this point where you are really focusing on that inner strength for yourself, that inner willpower for yourself, right? And you have that quiet strength where no one, if you feel very strongly about something, no one is going to be able to knock you out of your knowing. No one's going to be able to change your mind quite so easily. Now, the strength card for me is also that card of that graceful leadership. This is about being a gifted healer. This is about embracing your state of grace. And we have the infinity crown there. So I feel as though we're starting off this week in a very strong position. I do feel as though others do see us, Taurus people, as having a great deal of strength that we might not even recognize in ourselves. So just realize that this strength card is going to really hold you up for the week. Now, what's coming in is there is a potential for a new partnership, a new friendship, or a new love connection here with this Lovers card. The Lovers card for me can also represent duality. It can also represent, of course, sexual attraction. It can represent the balance between the male and the female sexuality, versatility in those areas. It's also talking about, it's talking about agreements between two people coming together, healthy boundaries, right? Healthy boundaries are important with the Lovers card. So in this situation, it could be that if you're not in a relationship, there is a potential that someone may come in that may spark an interest. Or if you are looking for a partnership in something, maybe you're working on a project and you need a partner to help you complete that project, or you're starting a business, or you've been in business and now you want to expand. Whoever it is that's coming in is going to represent that energy for you. And I feel as though it's a positive step forward. Now, what's in our immediate past is this Ace of Swords. Now, aces are typically a new direction, a new concept, a new way of looking at things, right? And the swords have to do with a communication of some kind. So it's either how we express with our minds, how we talk with our words, and how we make decisions. So something has come in and sparked us to look at things a little bit differently. And it doesn't mean that because this opportunity came in that everybody grabbed that opportunity, because we are shown opportunities daily, practically, right? New opportunities are coming to us all the time. It's whether or not we grab them and do something with them. Now, the thing about the aces, all the aces in tarot do require that you do take some kind of an action, specifically with the swords, because the swords is an active suit. This is something that you would take and run with, right? The swords and the wands are definitely very active suits, where the cups and the pentacles are more passive energy. So whatever has come in as an awakening or an enlightening, but I feel as though whatever it is can be very subtle as well. It can just be a change in the way that you see something, or it could be, you thought something did, XYZ your whole life, and you thought that was the real truth, but now you're finding out that XYZ is not the complete truth, right? So it's a lot of those types of things, truth and integrity type of issues coming in. Now, what's becoming between the strength and the Lovers, and what is the overall energy for us, is that we are going to be very busy this week. We are juggling plates, right? It looks like we're juggling something, but mainly you do have that infinity sign. Again, they use that infinity sign a lot in tarot, but the two plates either represent health and being unhealthy, right? Maybe some of you are going to feel a little ill this week, or maybe your energy isn't quite up to where you would like it to be, or you're juggling jobs. Some of you might be working two jobs. Some of you might even be considering a new role or a new job. It might be even in your existing company where you're going to move to a different department because a position has opened up. Or it's a situation with that too, that you have choices and decisions to make regarding your finances, your money. There is a potential here for a move of home as well, but it's kind of lower energy unless it's something that has been in the works for a while. I do feel that you might be juggling two homes, right? Until one is settled and you can let go of the other, something along those lines. Now, what else is coming towards us is that Six of Swords. So those of you who are definitely making big changes in your life, or you are walking away from situations that may have been toxic for you, Maybe you have walked away from a bad relationship, you've walked away from a friendship, something along those lines. I do feel as though you're moving from really choppy waters here to calmer waters, right? So the ferryman is taking this woman and her son or this child to a better place. They're leaving behind everything they know. And he has come in as a complete stranger and is helping them to get to the other side, right? I feel is whatever has been a kind of a heavy situation for you or a toxic situation for you or something that has really brought you down is now going to be changing, that you're going to be either walking away from that situation, protecting your space, or you're leaving that whole situation behind completely and letting it go. The swords do represent the way that we think or the way that we communicate. And that 6 is talking about persevering. So you need to keep moving, keep going. You are overcoming your obstacles and you're going to a better place wherever that is for you. Now, the energy that is really talking about that 6 is the 6 of Cups. Now, the 6 of Cups does represent a male, does represent a man. This is a man with experience, and this is a man with a lot of emotions. So, if it's a situation where you are leaving this gentleman to go find your peace, to go find your happiness, to go find your joy, this may be the person you are sailing away from, right? Or this is someone that is coming in that's going to help you in some way. Now, the thing about the King of Cups is that the King of Cups does have two sides, just like we all have two sides to ourselves. A lot of times we look at that King of Cups and he is just emoting beautiful emotions. He's a very emotionally stable guy. He does understand people very well. He can read body language. He understands, when he's looking at people, he gets a really strong opinion and feeling from his emotions as to the way people are. At the same time, he can also be very mean. He can be toxic in his own way too. So, I mean, if I were to turn him around, right, and we were to read him in reverse, I would say this would be a guy that would be very toxic for you. So, depending on the situation, what you're walking away from could be this guy, or it could be this guy is helping you get away from a situation. Do you see how this can go both ways? And then with this 9 of Pentacles here, it feels as though what is coming to you, towards you, from moving away from whatever the toxic situation is that you're leaving, it feels as though you're going to find a lot more harmony. You're going to find a lot more grace. You're going to find a lot more inner well-being, right? Now, this card right here is my card that symbolizes material comfort and abundance. This is all about financial and practical security as well. She is my pre-empress energy, meaning that she, is like one step below the Empress energy. She does have grapes on these vines here, which grapes are very difficult to grow. And she does have her money divided. So these pentacles here are meant to represent her physical security. So these are the ones that she's keeping to herself. She needs to keep her own nest egg. This one, she's either willing to give to others, or she's looking for areas of where she can place her money to make it more physically secure. So some of you might be looking at some of those options for yourselves right now. Overall, it looks really good. It looks like you might be walking away for some situations that don't honor you any further. This toxic situation can be an abusive lover or a husband or a relationship, or it can actually be a toxic boss. Moving away from that. For those of you that might be thinking, like I was saying, you're juggling the idea of moving in within your company or moving away from your company into something better. But in the end, I do feel as though you will find your footing. And then we have the 6 of Pentacles. So again, more money here. This does represent Taurus energy. Definitely represents that Taurus energy. And then the High Priestess is definitely the energy of really trusting your intuition. The High Priestess is also a a mystery. There is some mystery about her. She doesn't divulge all of her knowledge. You have to find a way to get the knowledge out of her, right? She is somebody that believes in herself. She has pomegranates on the back of this whatever that cloth thing is that's behind her backdrop there. And the pomegranates in tarot represent fertility, sexuality, secret knowledge, and truth and the underworld. So this is also saying that you are very fertile at this time. So, keep that in your awareness. The six has to do with two-way abundance. So what you're giving out is being brought back. So if you're giving out beautiful energy will be brought back to you. In this situation with this card, the cards were created in the 1400s. So I think that when the Rider-Waite deck came out, which was in the 1800s, they based it off of these older cards. And then they put a lot of symbolism in them. But in this particular situation, it was considered, you were considered wealthy if you were able to just hand the poor money. In this situation, what this is talking about with this two-way abundance is that it doesn't necessarily have to be money. It can be, you can help someone by, I don't know, donating clothing. Like you go through your closet and you clean out your closet and you still have a lot of really nice things, right? And you donate them to somebody, or you donate them to like a woman's shelter or something like that. So there's a bunch of ways for this two-way abundance to come in. It doesn't always have to just represent money. It can represent your time. Maybe you're going to, work at a soup kitchen, or maybe you're going to donate your time at your church, or whatever it may be. This is that beautiful energy of what you're putting out there from a loving space is what you will get back tenfold, right? So this is just kind of that beautiful card reminding you of that gratitude, that graciousness of who you really are. That high priestess is saying that you are really tapping into your higher gifts and skills that you brought in as a spirit in a body. So overall, it looks really, really good. I mean, you've got a lot of amazing cards here, Taurus. So I'm very excited about the week personally. Okay, so if you made it this far and you have not done so, please give me a thumbs up. That helps. If you're brand new to my channel, I would love it if you would subscribe. I am trying to grow. 3, 4, 5. Let's see what we got. We have a vase and it says, we have a secret admirer. Woo! Well, it's a secret, so I don't know who it is. Okay, a younger woman. Dealings or relationship with a younger man. Oh, it's a younger man, sorry. I saw the ponytail, so I thought right off the bat it was a woman. So I'm going to pull an additional card for that one. Bouquet, compliments from an admirer. Okay, so that's nice. I would like compliments from a younger man, which probably is most of them. Some accolades would be great. Okay, and then we have a purse that says, pay attention to your finances. Yes, I was talking about that earlier. I was talking about that, especially with the plates, right? You might be thinking about, where do I want to put my money? Where is going to be safe? I'm not sure I want to keep it in the stock market. I don't know if I want to put it in my 401k. I don't know if I want to put it in the bank. I'm not sure where I want to put it. Metals is a good idea. Like there's all these options, right? So I think some of you are really looking at that for yourself. Then we have a carriage, a journey, either physical or mental. Okay. The carriage awaits. That's a good one. I don't think I've seen this one before. Angel, spiritual guidance, protection from harm. Yes, I'm digging it. All right, so we're getting protection from the angels. Yay! I call on the angels every day, so they protect me all the time, but I love to see it in print. Okay, Taurus, that's what I've got for you. I hope you have an amazing week. Thank you so much if you made it to the end of this video. From my heart to your heart, I am sending you a lot of love, happiness, joy, peace, prosperity, and abundance, should you so decide to accept it. Until next time, take very good care of you and have an amazing week. Cheers.